All right, let's see what we get today. We're using the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So we're going to give it a shuffle and see what comes out, right? So let's see the energy for today. All right, so you know how I feel, even though I haven't shuffled. The card at the bottom of the deck always plays into the reading, and I'm seeing two of Ariel. So some of you may be going back and forth about something. We picked that energy up yesterday. Or some of you just have a lot of responsibilities, right? A lot of things that you're juggling. So it could be emotions, could be bills, right? Could be responsibilities, just being very, very busy. But let's see. Let's see what comes out, all right? So here we have the High Priestess. Oh, okay. We have the Three of Swords reversed. I'll show you in a little bit. Let me just get one more, and then we'll go from there. Oh, and then you have you change your life. All right. And then look, Knight of Cups bottom of the deck, which is, you know, this is our love card. This is the knight who's taking action when it comes to their heart, when it comes to their emotion, maybe in terms of expression of emotion, maybe in terms of making a love offer, right? This knight is on the move. It says committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So this might be a spillover from yesterday's reading, because yesterday's reading we did have that about love blooms, passion awakens. So anywho, the first card you received is the High Priestess, right? So this one, and look at that, all in purple. So some of you, your crown chakra and your third eye, because I see a little blue here, is probably like wide awake or opening up, right? And you're getting a lot of spiritual insights and downloads. Also your intuition. So what I'm hearing is trust your intuition, because whatever you're picking up now is right on the money. Whatever pings you're getting, right? Whatever messages, whatever your gut's telling you, it is correct. It says powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Then you got the Three of Swords reverse, which is beautiful, because I hate when this card is upright. Because when this card is upright, you're talking about going through a really painful ending, right? And the pain's still fresh. You haven't like released it yet. Could be even some kind of betrayal. But in this case, given that it's been reversed, or it came out the reverse, it means you're getting over this pain. You're understanding why things happened the way they did, right? You're seeking comfort. And I guess, and some of you may be seeking comfort in terms of just, you know, turning to spirituality, turning to a higher power, God, you know, whoever or whatever you believe in, to give you this comfort at this time. And you're realizing, though, why things happened the way they did, why things ended the way they did. And it's coming from your intuition, right? And for some of you, maybe even through some sort of some spiritual experiences or dreams or spiritual downloads that you're getting to help you understand and help with your healing about a particular painful situation. So here it says, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Now, for some of you, with it being reversed, you could also still be holding on to this and not releasing it, right? Maybe not wanting to see something for what it is. But what I'm getting is soon your intuition, you're going to get some kind of confirmation that makes you kind of realize and accept a particular situation. Because here, the other card you also received was Change Your Life, which is the Tower card. Lots of purple. So you had a purple and then you have a blue. So that's what I was getting. Your crown chakra is coming online, your third eye, and then as well as your throat chakra, you know, in terms of speaking your truth. So here it says, again, a sudden revelation, because remember I was saying there's some kind of download or intuitive hits that you're getting that's going to reveal some truth and make you understand what's going on in a situation. So if it's something where you just were, you know, I don't know, sometimes we don't get closures in certain situations, and you might have been beating up yourself and going round and round and wondering why something turned out the way it did. It's like all of a sudden you're going to get some sort of insight, some sort of revelation that's going to provide you with closure, and you're going to be able to release this pain and this baggage that you've been carrying, right? Because it says a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. And that's what I'm getting. So if some of you are down in the dumps, you know, you're not wanting to move on from a certain situation, expect that there's going to be some sort of clarity that comes to you that will finally allow you to see things for what they were and to release it. And for some of us, that can be a beautiful thing, because it can be a painful thing when you're holding on to something, right, and not releasing it. Because it just stays with you and it weighs you down, it weighs down your energy, and it prevents new things and new people, new opportunities from coming into your life. I'm looking around because I want to clarify. So let's clarify with this deck. So this one is our energy oracle cards. And then let's see if we get anything else for the high priestess. Even though I feel like I'm picking it up correctly. See, look at this, bottom of the deck. I tell you, I don't know how this happens. Haven't shuffled, right? Haven't used these cards in a while. And look at the bottom of the deck. You have walking away. So it's like the divine knows like which cards I'm going to use. Obviously what they want to have, messages they want to have come out for whoever is watching it. And so I don't have to do much pre-planning. The message just comes out. And that's what I'm getting here. Getting this intuitive downloads. If somebody's walking away, but they're not telling you the truth, right? And you kind of sense that something's up, go with your intuition. Whatever your intuition is telling you, it is correct. Because somebody is planning to walk away. And this could be you too. You know, if you're in this situation, finally deciding and seeing that, you know, it's time to walk away. Tell me about Three of Swords reversed. All right, door to personal healing and happiness. And this is what I'm saying. I love this. So in this case, this is confirming that the Three of Swords being reversed is that, yes, now we're finally releasing the pain. You know, we're finally doing our healing. We're finally seeing now that, yes, you know, things happened the way they did, but it happened for a reason. And I'm no longer just sitting with the pain and the memories of that, right? Is now I'm kind of like blessing it, thanking it, and having it just go out the door. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, take the lesson, not the pain. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And this is allowing you to now heal and to find peace, right? And look at that. Here's the rainbow coming through. So all happiness is going to come now because now you're able to turn a new page, right? As opposed to just holding on to this painful past and the what ifs and the shoulds and all the things that no longer matter, right? Now, let's clarify, change your life. Change your life. Oh, I hate it when the cards do that. One fell on the ground. I'll grab it in a little bit. Okay. Ooh, I love that. That's beautiful. I fell on the ground. I'll tell you in a minute. You have journey. So that's, again, turning a new page. Some of you starting a new journey, right? And again, it's a sudden realization. So expect, again, soon this massive realization that's going to come in, that's going to allow you to release a situation that you're currently in. And then here you have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. And this one is all about love and the emotions, but it's in the reverse. So some of you could be walking away from a situation that's no longer love. You know what I mean? You may have been staying in it because it was convenient. You may have been staying in it because it's routine. You may have been staying in it because that's what others expected. You know, you may have been staying in it because your pride and your ego don't want, you know, you feel like, oh, this is a failure. People are going to look at me differently. But now you're starting to realize, you know, things happen for a reason, and it's time to release this. And then I'm hearing, and if somebody released you, you know what I mean? It's kind of like finding that forgiveness and moving on. Because here you also you have seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, and that's what I was talking about, your crown chakra, and it was in the reversed. So some of you weren't wanting to trust this. Some of you weren't wanting to listen to this. And this is why this tower came in, because a lot of times when we're not, the divine is trying to point us in a direction and trying to show us the truth, but we're in denial and we're not wanting to accept it. You know, sometimes, especially if you're in a situation where it's just not aligned, you know, and not for your highest good, the divine will intervene and bring about situations that cause a total collapse, right? But it's for a reason. If a situation was meant to last, and if it was something that was good for you, it will not collapse. Trust me on that. All right, let me grab the card that fell on the ground. So here you have financial constraints. And this is what I'm saying. So some of you, because it's in the reverse, some of you may have been staying in a situation because of finances, you know, and even though you're miserable, you didn't want to be there, you may have had some sort of codependent tie on somebody in terms of just your existence, your livelihood, your status, you know, your comfort. Now what I'm getting is some of you, and I was getting this message strongly today too, because I had a dream about rabbits. And to me, rabbits are all about prosperity and fertility and abundance. What I'm getting is for some of you who are staying in a situation because you didn't have the money, or you don't have the money, or you're worried you're not going to have the money to leave, whether it be a relationship or a job or a career path or wanting to pursue something else, Spirit is now going to bring you the abundance so that you can escape. Is that they're providing you with a route, a financial route, so that you can escape or you can exit a situation, right? So now you're not going to have to worry about the financial constraints because this card is in the reverse. So this is a beautiful way to end a reading. Wow, and it's a 13. 13s are all about endings, right? That's a death card in tarot. So yeah, beautiful transitions, acceptance is happening, healing is happening. You know, spirit's now rewarding you so that you can transition and leave a situation, and that your money will still be together, right? You're going to be able to have abundance, and you're going to be able to exit this particular situation. Anywho, I hope this is helpful. Catch you next time. Bye.